What's up, guys? It's your boy Pete, and welcome back to Wishlist Wednesdays. All right, now what I have for you this week is two more plants. Yes, now last week we did cover Marantas, which, if I'm not mistaken, was the Cristata Intense, and then there was another Noid lightning bolt or something of that nature. Just spectacular plants. Now, of course, this week again we have two more Marantas. These here Marantas, again, if there was a list, they will be at the top as well. It took me a while, to be honest with you, to find some good pictures of these plants because they're rare, and from what I can see, one person has it. Pretty sure more people have it, but one person has it when I'm just doing a regular Google search. Now, I'm not on Instagram or Facebook and just searching these plants out, but I do go straight to Google, type them in, see what I can find. And of course, you guys will see pictures up as well. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to try to make this one quick. I think I'm doing like 2 more videos tonight, but that's way off subject. But let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first one, this one here reminds me of, I would say, if a silver band and Maranta, okay, let's just say if the silver band and that other Maranta that you'll probably hear about next week had a baby, this is what this grizzly will look like. Oh my. Now, what I do love about Marantas is that they have, like, I don't know if it's a velvet, like a velvety leaf, but it's like a light velvet leaf, and I'd actually love it. With this one here, it comes with a kind of like I don't want to call it a silver band, but it has that pattern down the middle, and of course the outer edges of the leaf is darker green, which I actually love. Now, with these plants and any other plants, if you're trying to give it that pop of color, you definitely have to give it that bright indirect light, and this will enhance the color that you're looking for. And depending on where you're trying to put it, or how you're trying to grow your plant, putting them in that light source of that situation, you will definitely get the color basically that you are, or definitely me, that you're trying to get out of her. Now, I did try and source these again, as I said before. There was a hard time finding them, and then when I did find some of them, they of course are cross seas. I mean, these are languages that I've never heard of, to be honest with you. Currency as well. So anything I know with high numbers like thousands and 10,000s, yeah, 10,000 at least for our currency. That many zeros, and I know it's pretty penny in U.S. currency. And you guys, these here plants are crazy rare. Haven't seen anyone with them except for the person that you're going to see when I show you guys the pictures. But this here grizzly pictures, oh my. Yeah, it is just wonderful. Most of them do have that velvet leaf that we all love so much. Even my black Marantas that are down there, they all have like I don't know, it's like a velvety texture to it on the top of the leaf, and it's in certain grooves. It's just crazy, you guys. I know it's not on all Marantas, but on certain ones there are little velvet textures on the leaves, and this here grizzly is the same exact way. From what I was reading, it does have a light velvety surface area, I would say, on the front of the leaves. The pattern is spectacular. You give it that bright indirect light, trust me, it will pop. Now, you would definitely grow these the same way you would grow your regular, I would say, green Maranta. Bright indirect light, high to medium humidity. But if you are running those humidifiers that high, make sure you have good circulation so you don't create mold and damage your plants in any kind of other funky way. But other than that, yeah, you're giving them those conditions, then of course they will grow and thrive. Now, they can survive, I don't want to say thrive, but they can survive and grow under lower light conditions. But I can guarantee you that the leaves may be a tad bit smaller, and the color, the strength of the color of the leaves will kind of fade, so it will not be as bright and, I would say, in your face as some of the other older leaves that have been hit with that bright indirect light. So it'll be like a shade lower, I would say, of the older growth when it comes to the newer growth. That's if you're using your lower light, but you crank the light up, you guys. These colors, they no denying. But yeah, I want my would like to put my hands on one of these. Again, the prices are outrageous, so I'm pretty sure it'll definitely have to be a gift. All right. These prices are running for Marantas. They're like up there with philodendrons, like $800-900. And I mean, you can't compare, two different species of plants in price. But I'm just saying, like, guys, these things are like, we're talking UPI prices and mature pink princesses and mature Jose Buenos, things like that with good variegation, or mint monster or something. We're talking $700-900 on these plants. And again, they're not even full plants. We're talking maybe cuttings or a rooted node. So yeah, you know how that goes. But other than that, getting my hands on one of these will not be easy, and it will not be no time soon unless the prices go down. And with no one really talking about them or buying them, yeah, prices probably won't budge, and it's because they're rare, So at that point, what can you do besides wait? But yeah, guys, the Maranta Grizzly. If these pictures don't do you any justice, check out his Instagram. I can't pronounce it, not finna botch it, but check out his Instagram. Of course, you'll see it in the pictures. And if not, then just Google and his pictures will pop up anyway. There's not many people with those pictures. But yeah, check them out if what you're seeing is not doing you any justice. I'm telling you, get you a full pot of these. As you can see what he has, it's just, we're talking velvet. And then the pattern, that freaking pattern is so different. Like, so different from the rest of the Marantas, which is probably why I like it. Yeah, Maranta Grizzly, you guys. Let's move on to the next one. Now, this here next one, I would say is a basic Maranta, but it's not a basic Maranta. I call it a basic Maranta because of its leaf pattern. All right, we usually go for calatheas, Marantas, Sinanthes, things of that such because of the leaf pattern, also the colors, the shapes. Not too many funky shapes, but the colors and shapes and things of that nature of calathea. Team foliage, But this here, Maranta is basic, which is why I love it. The coloring is not basic, but the pattern, or yeah, how about this? There's no pattern on the plant. So it's like a basic, it's not green plant. It's not green though, but it's like a regular solid colored plant. Okay. This here, Maranta Silver Sheen, as you can see, it actually reminds me of a Calathea silver plate, something like that. But as you can see by this here plant, if you're probably not even a Maranta lover at this point, you probably want this one as well. And if you are a Maranta lover, you definitely want this one. Like I said, it looks like a basic plant. It really is a basic plant, except for it is silver, and of course the back has that burgundy sheen that we love. I can't understand can produce color, and the color makes sense for them in their nature and environment, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, but if you look at this here plant, I was starstruck. Okay, not even gonna talk about pricing. It is exactly up there with all the rest of them. Not getting my hands on it anytime soon. Right now, I'm just looking and and oohing from his pictures, full freaking baskets. And I did find out. Told you last week that I was going to find out if some of these grew actually like the Maranta, and that they're just not calling them Maranta until they reclassify. No. These grow exactly like the Maranta, even if they reclassify it to something else in the Maranta family-ish. They grow like the Marantas. We're talking the red vein Maranta, black, green, purple, yellow. And we're talking, he has full pots of these things. I'm a true Maranta, Calathea, Sinanthe diehard fan. All right, it's bad. Okay, so Yeah, I would definitely want one of those. Most would definitely want one of those. Again, it's like it's a silver-ish, grayish, matte, tonish, awesome plant that will look freakishly good in literally anyone's collection. Of course, you give it that bright and direct light. These things have like almost like a shine to them, but it's like little speckles. Check out the pictures, you guys. Again, you probably definitely can find more on Instagram if you just Google Maranta Grizzly and Maranta Silver Sheen. I honestly wish like some of these plants were local, to be honest with you, or maybe Canada or something of that nature, so it doesn't have to cross 30 seas and 60 oceans and 85 lakes just to get here. And then about the time it gets to America, then it takes another week because postage, you get the picture. But if you get your hands on one of these, especially again, if you're a Maranta lover, you'll probably lose it. Some of you may have never heard of these plants. Again, I haven't heard of some of these plants until I go to clicking and stuff pops up, and then this happens, and then now I have like an extra 15 plants on my wish list. And I do know the ones I'm mentioning no time soon, but they definitely have a permanent spot on the wish list. Who knows, 10 years, 20 years from now, I finally get one. And you guys remember that day I made yeah, that'll be me. But yeah, you guys, if these pictures are not doing you any justice, please do me a favor, go to Instagram or check out his um go to Google or check out his Instagram and look at some of the pictures there, or even just go to Instagram and just Google the Marantas and see what you can find. And even just Googling Marantas, you'll probably see some of the ones that I'm going to mention as well, which I think, yep, should be on schedule for next week as well. But yeah, guys, that is it, honestly, here for today's video. I definitely had to let you guys see exactly what I be drooling over half the time. Next week is no better, and not even to mention when I was going in looking for pictures for these things, I found 2 freaking more calatheas. And this one is so sexy. It's simple. It reminds me of a Selby Hamalima. You know what I'm talking about. This, oh, it's a calathea. It might be in the ginger family, kind of like the one that I have outside with a nice pattern. The K4 Hmm. K4 that one. It kind of reminds me of that, but let me tell you. Oh, we're gonna get to it next week. But yeah. Yeah, guys, that is it here for today's video. I think I'm done enough drooling over plants that I'm not going to get anytime soon. But I wanted to let someone else know that the Maranta game is very strong. The Calathea game is very strong. Like, I know that there's a lot of philodendrons, but there are a lot of Marantas. We're talking foliage. If you're team foliage, then I tell you. But yeah, guys, that is it here for today's video. Please do me a favor, hit that like button. Also comment down below. Let me know, have you heard of these here 2 Marantas? Even better, if you have any of these in your collection, let me know down in the comment section below. That's like freaking awesome. Like, mouth dropping. Awesome. Okay, let me know down in the comment section below. Again, it's also good to hear from you. All of my tools that I use, you guys, will be down in the description box below. Whether it's grow lights or ring lights, whatever the case may be, down in the description box below. I have a second channel. It's called Pete's Plant Smash Up. Also be down there below. And I will see you guys next week on another Wish List Wednesday. Bye.